I'm curious, for all of you, those of you who are interested in the idea of clean energy, if you know what the most efficient clean energy is out there. Is it water? Hydropower? Is it solar power? Is it the wind? Is it nuclear? Which of these is the safest? Which of these is the most reliable? Because it seems that most people have just decided we are going to phase out coal. We're not, even though it's cheap, even though it's easy to get, even though we know it works, we're going to phase it out because it's dirty. We've been told here in the Fairbanks area that our 5 coal-powered plants, all 5 of them are clean. We've been told that, even though we see the dirt, even though we see the ash, even though we see the blackness on our cars and on the snow. We've been told that they're clean because they have scrubbers. Let me find out, well, actually, what's been scrubbed is the data. They've received EPA exemptions so that their pollution is not counted against all of the pollution in the air. And then when they have to come in and say, well, your air is too dirty, Fairbanks, we're going to have to put some measures on you, they don't go after the power plants because they don't count their data. They go after everybody else. Right now, they're focused on wood burners. Wood is a renewable resource, people. It's cheap, it's easy to get to, and if you know what you're doing, it's really easy to use. I mean, yes, there are some people that burn wet wood, but you cannot blame the pollution problems in Fairbanks on a few bad actors. The problem with Fairbanks air is coming from the coal-fired power plants, and most people with brains know this, because all you have to do is look at the data and say, well, gee, everything put together, and the data is out there, by the way, I've seen it with my own eyes, everything put together, I'm talking about all the wood burners, all the diesel fuel burners, all of the everything else, including vehicle emissions, do not equal what is coming out of the coal-fired plants. They just don't count any of that against our bad air. Now, in addition to targeting coal, it seems like a number of people have started targeting nuclear power. Now, granted, I don't like the idea of fish with 3 eyes or Godzilla. I'm not sure how often that thing has actually happened. I mean, it's more of a realm of science fiction. And yes, it's very possible that we could see a catastrophic meltdown like what happened at 3 Mile Island or Chernobyl. But overall, in terms of, again, looking at figures, looking at actual numbers don't generally lie. It's people that lie that just go in there and scrub the numbers afterwards. My understanding is that nuclear power is very safe. But now in South Korea, their new president has announced that they are going to phase out his country's dependence on nuclear power. So, let me ask you, friends of mine who are into clean energy, where is he going to go to power his country? Is he going to rely on solar power? Is there enough daylight to run an entire country on solar power? Is he going to turn to wind? Maybe he'll just use his own hot air coming out of his mouth to power his country. Maybe we can get the EPA to do that for us here, too. That's my 2 cents. Love to hear your take on the issue. Send me an email, steve@radiofreespeech.com, if what you have to say is provocative. Include your email. I'll call you, or your phone number, rather, and I'll call you, and we'll set up a little phone interview here right on the podcast. 458-0495-907, 458-0495, and my email address, once again, steve@radiofreespeech.com.